If you have ever been short on time and wondered what to cook, you are absolutely at the right place. Today I'm going to be sharing how I make this amazing Kabuli Pulao or Afghani Pulao and super delicious and juicy kebabs in under 30 to 40 minutes. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious, and it cannot get any better than this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare my rice. I have about 2 cups of basmati rice. Please make sure you use a measuring cup and not just any random teacup. That's where all the problems come, especially when you're using an instant pot. Make sure to rinse your rice properly, wash them 3 to 4 times unless the water starts to become pretty clear. It's not gonna get 100% clear anyways. Next step is the Pulao Masala. This is where all the fragrance and all the taste and all the flavor is gonna come from, and I highly recommend using fresh spices because they give a much better fragrance, and then you just grind them up. So these are all the ingredients you're gonna be needing. It's a fairly straightforward recipe and you barely need any ingredients. The prepared masala, some mutton shank, rice, some dry fruits and carrots, salt and pepper, and that's all. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is heating up my oil and frying about 1 large onion in it. You want it to become golden brown because it's still going to be cooking with the meat. You don't want it overly black. Now I'm going to be adding my mutton. I have about 500 to 600 grams. I think it was about 600 grams, and I'm using a mutton shank. You can use beef if you want, but I personally prefer mutton. Then I'm adding salt. You can add it to taste. I added about 1.5 tablespoons, followed by the masala we prepared. Make sure to leave a couple of pinches left to add on the top. It's going to enhance the flavor and the fragrance at the end. And now I have added half a cup of water, and I'm just giving it a stir so that nothing is stuck in the bottom. And I'm going to pressure cook it for about 5 minutes on normal. Make sure to put your instant pot on the sealing mode and pressure cook it at normal for 5 minutes. So while my instant pot is doing its thing, I have 5 minutes to make something incredible, and I'm gonna use that 5 minutes to make my Reshmi Kabab. They're really easy. You can take whatever you have in the fridge. I'm just gonna use an onion here, but you can add coriander. You can even add green onion if you like. I typically go by whatever is there in my fridge, and the spices remain the same every single time. These are the basic spices that I always have in my home, and that's what I like to use, and it gives the most perfect and juicy kebabs every single time. If you're wondering where are all the ingredients and the quantities, don't worry, everything is mentioned in the description box below for you to find and easily follow. Now all you have to do for these kebabs is to give them a mix. You can make them right away, or you can prepare the batter overnight, enjoy them as it is, or if you want to amp up the flavor, you can add some cream cheese or some heavy cream, even add some bread soaked in some milk. It also makes it really juicy. I personally like to blend them in the blender for about 8 to 10 seconds because I find it holds the shape better, especially if you want to make them on a skewer or on a barbecue stick. But if you don't have a blender, it's perfectly okay. You can make them as it is, and once you're making them, make sure to wet your hands with some oil or water. Another little thing I wanted to share here is flip your kebabs once you start seeing the edges whiten from the sides. Do not flip them again and again, and please do not ever, I cannot stress this enough, do not ever press on your kebab. This is where the kebabs start getting dry because you are forcing all the moisture out. How can you expect it to be juicy at the end? So just let it be and let it cook on medium low. To make everything in under 30 minutes, I usually fry the kebabs when my rice is cooking, which are the 10 minutes that it takes. But just for the sake of video and sequencing, I am showing it here. So now coming back to our mutton, the pressure is done. I'm gonna do a quick pressure release, and after 5 minutes the mutton should be perfectly done, which it is, as you guys can see here too. And now all we have to do is layer. Now this is optional. I wanted to show you guys both ways. You can either fry all of your carrots and all of your dry fruits towards the end in a little bit of oil and some sugar and water, or if you just like the sweetness from the raisin and no other external sweetness, you can put everything in the instant pot and just not be bothered by doing it separately towards the end. And now I'm adding 3 cups of water. Make sure you use the same cup that you use to measure your rice. And I get so many questions from you guys about the water level, so I really wanted to show you this fingertip test. This is how much your water should be above the rice. It is the perfect ratio no matter what you're cooking for rice, especially in instant pot. So now I'm gonna seal my pressure cooker, my instant pot, and I'm gonna put it on the rice mode. It automatically takes it to 10 minutes mostly, especially whenever I'm using 2 cups of rice, which is my go-to. And this is what I was talking about, how you can make, if you want it a bit sweeter. I'm going to be using about a tablespoon of sugar and no water because I don't want it to be super sugary, but feel free to add as much sugar and water to make a syrup if you want your Kabuli or Afghani pulao really sweet. And also this is the stage where I fry my kebabs. These are the 10 minutes that I take to fry the kebab while my rice are cooking. So once the pressure is up, perform a quick pressure release and turn off your instant pot and let the rice sit for at least 8 to 10 minutes. This really helps the rice to hold their shape and they don't break as easily. And you can choose to serve them together or separately because the kebabs, they're perfect for sandwiches or burgers or potato rolls, anything you want to make with them. Either way, this is truly a crowd-pleasing meal that anybody would be really happy to enjoy. So this was all for today. I hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed the recipe. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, the homemaker baker over and out.